Look at the state of that knuckle.
Boo-boo, bro.
It does look a bit like seagull. Monday, we're back in the Mucker complex, back at the HQ. Time to pull this car out and assess the damage. See what Benji's done to it. Didn't look too healthy when we pulled it into the trailer, that's for sure. When we ended, she had some massive toe out, arms are bent, body damage, front bumper damage, nose clip damage. Just I think there's a bit of welding involved as well. So plan is get the car out, get it clean for the boys. We'll get it in the shed and start having a wee look and see what needs repaired. It's Teams Champs week, so we need to be on and looking good. So let's get it out. Jack the trailer right up at the front, try get a bit of angle on it to try get the Super Saloon out. Still not enough, so I've had to call in some outside assistance. We've got Henry on the forklift to come give her a bit of a tug for me. She's not too healthy. Let's get on this winch and get her out. Yeah, there we go. Look, nice straight wheel on that side. And seen better that side. Oh, is that the 22 double C? Ooh, maybe we just take that up to the Teams Champs. Dan Hull will even tell you, he's faster than Benji around there. He's got a faster lap time than Benji at Palmy. In the 22 dub. The tricky sandwich 22 dub. There you go, boy. Bit of a plug. Best sandwiches in Upper Hutt. Get down, get yourself a chicken clubby. Mention Mucker Motorsport, and you probably won't get a discount. Oh well, just finished a sort of a wash up anyway, mainly of the car. Haven't quite done the panels yet. Thanks Chemical guys for all their products, because it honestly does make it easy to get across this thing. What is not looking mint is now with this front bumper off, you really get an appreciation for how much toe out we've sort of got there. She definitely ain't happy, eh? Looks like we're going to get a bit of rain, so the sooner I get this into the shed the better, I reckon.
Check these out. Lucas Oil's hooked us up with a whole lot of tops. We'll probably give a few away to some mucker mads, some mucker years. Here, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Lucas Oil, extra small. Is that a Helltech top?
Yeah, it is.
That's fucking sick, bro. Here we are, Super Saloon. We got all guys on deck. Put on a hard bit of mahi Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Try and get it ready early so we can take Friday off, and then we've got Saturday night to watch the Superstock teams, which is all the qualifying, and then we're going to be out there racing in the finals night. D Mucker with his fresh Lucas Oil top. Turn around, bro. Show us the, yeah. Has just pulled it all apart, wrecked bit of gear there, eh? So we've got the bottom arm, that's just completely bananaed. We'll probably salvage out that ball joint. I reckon we'll get out the bottom ball joint.
Yeah, we might get the bottom ball joint out. Brake line's just been crimped on the end. It's probably...
Yeah, it's probably too risky, eh?
Too risky. It's brake line, it's cheap, you know, quick replacement. It's actually ripped the fitting out of the brake caliper, which is a bit of a pain in the bum.
Yeah, it is, so we're probably going to have to watch.
Whether we can round a tap or if they can helicoil it or do something with it, but we'll definitely be able to salvage that. And the hub and everything looks good, but yeah, top arm,
just
bottom
the
arm,
freaking top arm.
Line, done.
Oh, bro, you got your top on as well. Lucas Oil, brother. Oh, I'll tidy you up. I'll tidy you up, bro. Dan, bro, we haven't seen you in years.
It's been a while.
What's up, bro? He's back. We need to hook you up, eh? Because your top's freaking ripped, mate. That's you, bro. Get your Lucas on, bro. Engine oil being dropped. Open that filter up. She's immaculate. She's a good motor. All of the Lucas oils take care of her in all of the right ways. Plus Cody. Cody always looks after her too. So we got the Aeroflow oil cutter that we use, which is just literally like the man's can opener, eh? If you haven't used the can opener in the kitchen, you don't need to. Get yourself a can opener for the workshop. Pull the valve covers off, clean the gaskets up, and then I'm just about to run through the firing order and check the lash on the intake and exhaust. And then we've got a bit of a job list. In the rear end, the bumper mounts are a little bit bent and twisted. bent and twisted. Some of them are just completely hacked in half. The rear bumper, which is here, probably hard to spot on the cam, but yeah, that's it, looking straight on, just completely twisted over one way. Clean. So that's after 5 meetings, run on its Lucas Oil SAE 50, the zinc in it. We put, I think, 14 litres in the car, and we put 1 litre of the oil stabiliser in there as well. So just put 1 entire litre in there. And that's what she's like. She's beautiful, eh? Couldn't find nothing in there cleaner than your washing after it's been done. Hey, got a few jobs. Got the exhaust guard, gas up the shocks, get the torsions out, clean and re-grease, set them. We got some fiberglass repairs, clean the trailer and the 450, the engine lash, which we just went over. We've got the headrest seat, which I was sort of thinking about. I've got absolutely zero vision off to the side of the seat. So we've got on my right hand side, it's always sort of nice to know when to duck out, or if someone's right there. I can't see anything over to the side, but I can turn my head and eyes enough. But just with how the seat's located with such a long right hand side head fixed sort of restraint there, as we're thinking of maybe just chopping that back and providing a bit of vision, maybe by I don't know, 50 mil or something will probably make all of the difference. A few people have been asking for me to explain exactly what happens inside this Air New Zealand Cora Lounge cockpit. I will try my best. There's a lot that goes on. We'll stick the light on and we'll take the steering wheel off. Basically we'll start on the left over to the right. So front, this is my right front brake. So basically I can end up taking the amount of pressure off right front brake, and then that is off. So now I've got no right front brake when that's all the way down to the bottom. That's all front brake. Why you'd end up doing that is so that when the track is heavy and you want more rear brake and you want your car to be pulling itself left, because we only turn left, you'll take off the right front brake, which then means only your left brake is operating, and then it will pull the car in left. When it's super slick, you don't want as much rear brake, so we'll get to the rear brake soon, but you'll adjust all of your rear brakes so it's more at the front, but you want your car to more stop and brake straight going in. You can also turn off the front brakes fully, and you can turn off the rear brakes fully. So 2 switches there to turn them off. We have an idle up and down, so increase and decrease. So basically looking down by the pedal, you can just see that there going down and ends up touching onto the pedal. So that's so that I can basically start the car, I can idle her up, and I don't have to be sitting in the car while it's warming up. And then we've got my start and ignition and my main master. So I turn the car on, and then you hear the electric water pump go. I hold down the start and wind it over until I get oil pressure up on this gauge there. Then take it off, wind down the starter again, and then flick the ignition, which is there. Flick that ignition down, and then it'll fire, which gives us spark. Got the main isolating on and off of the battery. I got my front and rear brake bias, so you can adjust between the two. And then over here we have our weight jacker, which is an electronic hydraulic weight jacker. And we also have the rear brake, which I can be turning the rear brakes, both of them, so I can be turning them to lesser amounts. So I might be all the way at the front, which I'm still applying rear brake, and I can turn the rear brakes off as well. And then we've got a light, which is just the cabin light for getting in, which I just turned on. We've got the fuel on and off, which we should probably turn that to off, doesn't need to be on. And then we've got some shock adjustments in the left rear and the right rear. So pretty busy cockpit. Down the bottom there we have the shifter, which is your first gear crawling around the pits, basically to then click it through to direct drive when you're on the track. And also got a reverse gear, so not quite the Jetstar. She's definitely the Cora Lounge in New Zealand, or maybe moving up to the Emirates. She's pretty full on in here. I must say that the amount used while you're actually racing is very minimum. I do like to use the shut off on the right front brake. I do, which mainly I would adjust in a yellow light, and then also the front and rear bias would mainly only adjust on the yellow light and the caution, and then my weight jacket. Enjoy jumping on and off the weight jacket to change how much pressure is applied to the left rear tyre. So the weight jacket is on a hydraulic ram running over to a hydraulic pump with some oil and stuff there. So there's a sensor there which is connected up to boat gauge, so I can see whereabouts I'm sitting on the actual weight jacker itself. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff. BRT, Josh Bolton Racing, I mean, they built the car and they put everything, you know, in the car and created a lot of that stuff. So it's pretty epic inside the cockpit. I enjoy using quite a lot of it, but like I say, when you're actually hooning around the track, you got a lot of cars around you, you don't get the time to be fiddling around with a fair bit of stuff unless you're on the yellow lights. I don't see huge advantages in it. A few of the other cars have only got 1 or 2 of the features that we have as far as adjustments, and in all honesty, that's basically about all you need. I don't touch any of the shocks while I'm driving. I'm actually going to change the shocks for rebound and compression to only be on the actual shocks itself, just on a canister, and just a lot more easier for me to reach and change. Pretty much summarizes the cockpit really, the racing pilot seat. Did you hoon down that ramp and skid and fall over? Oh! So we often have Fred out here, big bad Fred, just causing a bit of havoc. So you've got the valve covers off, and I'm about to check all of the lash, pull all the plugs out, so when you wind it over, the compression that's in all the cylinders has a place to leave, so it's a lot easier to wind it over while you're checking all the lash. So yeah, we'll get into it now. Get back on the tools. You need to concentrate on your jobs, Freddie. Get back on the tools. Start working on the race car. Alright, so all the plugs are out. I've got my feeler gauges, which is 12 and 18 on this motor for intake and exhaust. Exhaust is always the bigger side, being that it's the hotter one. The hotter one expands in the heat, so it's an easy way to remember that if you have 2 different numbers for doing your lash, it's always your bigger number. Winding it over, you go clockwise the rotation of the motor. I've gone TDC on 1, so 1 will be all nice and loose and ready for us to check. So just have a look and see what we've got. So for people that don't know, I mean, this is real basics. So to the people that do this every day, thanks for watching, and you're going to pull me up for a million mistakes. For the people that have never seen it or done it before, you'll learn a little bit from this. So obviously, when you're looking down on your valves, it's really easy to work out that your exhaust is the one that's on your exhaust, and then obviously this one here is on the intake. This one here is on the intake, and this one here is on the exhaust. So you've got an all odd side, which is going 1, 3, 5, and 7, and you've got an all even side, and we will rotate a firing order between the 2 heads, and yeah, we'll have a look. So 18 is what was set, and 18 just snugs in perfectly nice, and then we'll go 12 for the intake, and you can just hear it, beautiful. So this motor with the tolerances as far as how much it actually moves compared to previous motor that I was doing, which was the sprint car motors. The sprint car motors have a lot tighter tolerances. We're working within 2, I think we're 2 all round on intake and exhaust. It was 002, so it was literally like dealing with paper. You could flap it like this and it would actually move. It was thin, it was hard to actually get it in there. The tolerances are so tight on the sprint car motors that you do end up checking and adjusting all of basically each cylinder valves every meeting, where this one I've done 5 meetings and I have been lazy and haven't checked it. I would like to be checking it every meeting, but with the travel and all sorts that are going on, I got every excuse under the sun, which I shouldn't be using. We'll be checking it every meeting from now, pretty easy. And we're loose on 8 now, so we'll have a check and see whether these ones need adjusting. Like I say, this motor's pretty good with its tolerances and it doesn't really move, but we'll stick 18 into the exhaust, which that slides in beautifully, and we'll go 12 on the intake, which the intake is a little bit tight, so the intake needs adjusting. So take 5, because I got to go get the adjusting tools. We started filming before I got the adjusters.
And where are we at, Dan? Down the back here, mate. Oh, we fixed the wing.
I've got this little valve setting torque wrench, it's already built in. Basically just bang on your 3/8, 7/16 or whatever size your studs are. Make sure that you've got a 12 point on. Your 12 point won't go on there anyway, but whatever else would go on there, you would strip it. This one goes on here and you crack it off, and then you've got your adjuster there on the top, and you can slide it back and forth. So as you move this left and right, you can adjust the tension of what this rocker is on the valve.
Freddie, what are you doing? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Freddie's filled up the dump truck with nothing but the best. Hey, Freddie. You off to give Cody some oil, are you? Look at the state of that knuckle.
Boo boo, bro. For some reason, any and every race car I haven't had the problem, but on this race car, and I'll grab the steering wheel. What's happening is that when the right front, which I don't want the right front to eat in too much, but I think what's happening is I'm holding onto the steering wheel so hard, and then friggin' I'm holding it like that and like that, and then as it goes around, I'm still holding it, and it's ripping into the side of my glove, and well, just peeled some freshie off then. Perfect example. So a bit of freshie on the steering wheel. So yeah, I need to get out of the habit of that. Racing the super stocks, you'd hold the wheel sort of more so hard that you'd actually fold the wheel inside out, and D-Mark, who's holding this, ended up folding and snapping the bloody wheel
100%
off.
understand that.
I had to chuck in my wheel when we put one in Kiki. So yeah, I have to get used to that wheel. It's a bit of a cheese grating really. But,
we actually used to carry spare steering wheels in the trailer. So everywhere we went, we always had spare steering wheels because they, as soon as you hit someone hard, they would implode and fold around the steering column.
It's even what happens with that. I mean, that steering wheel there, often every time I'm going back out, probably because I'm used to holding so much pressure on it.
Where are we at, Cody?
It's done. Yeah, well, lash is done, correct?
Not quite, but we're getting there. He's on dad duties now, mate.
On dad duties, bro. I was in the lash.
You're meant to do the lash.
Remember, I've done 7. I do not want you to do it.
You stay well clear of that engine, please. You just get your oil change done. Burt Gearbox runs on ATF, so Cody's just replaced the ATF in the gearbox. It's just general maintenance stuff. Make sure that this thing is full of clean fluids, and obviously when we're changing fluids, we're always just looking to make sure that there's no sign of wear. If there's sign of wear, well then obviously at that point we need to investigate a little bit further.
All of the lash, it's all complete. There's only a few to adjust, which is real minimum, so the engine's pretty tight and sticking to its tolerances, which is good. Then I go through and just check, make sure that they're all tight, go through, run one, and then before I put the valve covers back on, this is when I do my oil change. I end up putting 14-15 litres of Lucas 50 Racing SAE, but I also put the heavy duty stabiliser, one full bottle in there. So, but once I do my lash, I go through and lube up all of the valve rocker gear on both heads, and then that's basically where I lose a litre of oil stabiliser, which I reckon is a dream. It's like a cold Milo before you go to bed. Beautiful. Do a loop, coat on the top, a bit of a squirt, race through this. Job done, boys.
That stadium holds is like 25 or 30,000 people or something, so Teams Champs is going to be on. It's your first experience, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, bro. I'm not even going to drink.
You're not drinking? I don't know what that means.
I noticed you've got a new livery on your knee there.
Yeah. So had a little bit of a fall today, carrying some bits and pieces out of the warehouse. Yeah, didn't quite see a pothole that was there, twisted my ankle, and Benji keeps taking the piss out of me because I've torn my meniscus.
Speaking with Tiffany from the MRIs. Yeah, hi, it's Brendan Partridge. I'd like to book in my knee. Hi Brendan, I've already got you on the system, and I see that you've been recommended from your specialist to get an MRI scan on your knee. I need to get my knee done ASAP because I work 7 days a week and it's really taking a toll on my knee. Okay Brendan, we'll see what we can do. We'll book you in as soon as we can. I'm just about to chuck you on hold. I have to say this, but I highly recommend that you don't tell your kids that you're doing this, because it's a really thing to do. I was meant to tell you, but I wasn't meant to tell you. But yeah, I don't want your kids to get bullied at school because you got MRI scan on your knee. Anyway, Brendan, I'm just going to put you on hold, Brendan.
That's it, episode 1 of Tiffany at the MRI dealing with Brendan about his bung knee chasing a possum around the other month.
It's not healthy, and I've just destroyed it even more, so get down to the knee specialist hopefully in a couple of weeks when I get some time to go home.
Eating the shapes that Cody brought us, but
Oh,
Jesus.
what's even throwing everything everywhere? Oh, you'll get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Got it.
It's torn out.
Nah, that's set up. That's me. Blast that up where it is.
What are you doing, Cody?
Tires, take it, so we know what size we need. So I'm going to pump all them up to the right pressure and then see how big they are in inches. I'm making a cock up. Fuck, now it's turned up. No, it's not because the paint is rough.
Bro,
Really? Hold on.
That's why I said put it up there first and then write on it. Oh, bro, what's all that mess?
Nah, don't get that. Get exploded.
I reckon that's genuinely made it worse.
Oh, you know.
Nitrogen in the bottle, we take it to the track. After the race meeting, we check the shocks, regas them if required. So this one at the moment is sitting about 20, 30 psi low. Chuck the gauge on.
The suspense is killing it.
Yeah, mate, it takes a wee while away. There's a bit much in there. Got 100 psi in there at the moment. So we'll let everyone know our setup, because, you know, they are chasing us at the moment if I'm not on the wall, so.
Sharing's caring, eh?
Yeah, sharing's caring, bro. Check them all, make sure they got the right pressure in them so they do their job. Zoom in on that, bro. Come round, get in on that.
Sorry, Dan. Sorry, mate.
Oh, bro.
Sorry, mate.
Wasn't harsh to the leg. Get on to yourself. It does look a bit like seagull.
On the vlog, just I've come back to see what are these packs. B-Party's been busy as the whole day, he reckons, putting together 4 packs. So we got 2 large, 2 extra large, which is t-shirts in each one t-shirt in each one of these packs. We got some stickers, whole lot of mucker stickers. There's like a good 10 or so plus mucker stickers in there. Got the Chemical Guys Fresh Fade, which is the mucker Fresh Fade to sort the smells out in your car. But yeah, Lucas Oil's Mucker Fresh Fade, which is Chemical Guys. We've got 4 packs and we're going to give them away. Finals night, team champs, could be you. We're going to find a random that looks like they can fit the Lucas Oil t-shirts.
We've sold a lot of merch, but we've also still got a lot of merch, which is not a bad position to be in. So it's been a lot of Mucky Year fans out there and they've been selling us out recently, but just going through, figuring out what we've got, because Teams Champs, biggest weekend in Speedway, we've got 20,000, 30,000 people. I don't even know the exact figure, but that stadium is packed and they're all full of cash and they want to buy stuff. So hopefully they want to buy our stuff, they can come down and grab it. And yeah, there's plenty of t-shirts to go around. So
Just getting rid of the burr on this broken shock. So I was looking wind this out, get the spring off, put it back on there, get that front end, put it back together. Yeah, onto the rear bumper. Now it's sort of the next size down.
Been 16.
You got enough spanners, bro?
15, 16.
they're not ESP tools, are they?
Well, no, I've been.
Oh, bro, you always do this to us. Benji, can we please talk to the nice guys at SP Tools and get us some of these down ASAP? There's one thing you got to give Cody, at least he's passionate. He's so passionate about it. You got to give that to him, mate. Do you want a knee update?
Hi, Brendan. It's Tiffany here. I've finally taken you off hold. Thank you for waiting. You've been waiting a long time, but I'm really sorry. There's a lot of pussies to deal with in the MRI line.
Got some of our old t-shirts that we dug out from the Superstock racing days. Selling this weekend. We've dug out, we found a whole box full of old merch, so we're gonna sell this stuff, come get it off us. I don't know, name a price, might even do a bargain with you. It'll be like Thailand or something. It'll be like going to Bali, you know? Yeah, the old butter system. Come see us, come wave a note in my face and we'll probably give it to you. You know me, anyone that's come and dealt with me in the past, usually chuck in a couple of stickers or something, but you gotta be nice to us and you gotta follow us on YouTube and all the socials.
Yeah, boy! So yum, bro.
So yum.
So yum.
Who doesn't love a yummy cube, eh? Done a bit of fiberglassing in your time, bro?
Not a lot. No. If you own a saloon.
I was going to say, yeah, because you don't run plastic front bumpers, eh?
Oh, no, we can't do that.
So because you run a fiberglass bonnet,
You can't do that in a limited saloon, bro. No plastic front bumpers.
Really? Interesting, didn't know that. Although, in theory, after seeing Bobby Pearson the weekend, he actually leaned a late motorway. I just reckon this whole country needs to learn how to drive. Like, he is fucking fast, bro.
You're not wrong. Perfect. Down.
Down.
Just because you go to the Grand Parade, bro, you're not a freaking pilot of the Coro Lounge yet, alright? This is the first time you really just got off the cam and jumped on the tools. And straight into it as well, bro, like no shit. Not grabbing the lightest job out. Oh, bro, he's even got the kit set. You hear, boy? But don't put it all in there, bro. We need the bolts and we need the nuts. Thank you, man. You're on, bro. This is going on the vlog, bro. We're featuring Plato.
On the big jobs.
Woo! Nice, bro. Couple more scoops, brother. Big week on the Super Saloon. That's what happens when you throw it on the wall. It's a little bit more than your normal week, but yeah, she's going to get a quick chemical guys wipe down before Cody slams the baby oil on her on Sunday night. We've got a first night of watching, which is going to be good for the boys after a big week just to relax. Second night we're on. If you're going to make it to the track, come down and see us. We've got posters, stickers, merchandise, heaps of tees, 6-rotor stuff. If you're not going to make it to the track, you're watching live stream, then give us a shout out on our socials or jump on our website. You can get your merchandise off there. This week we also gave away the big SP toolbox, which was the winner, Hayden Jeffcoot. We can't get hold of you just yet. We're going to give you another call after this. Main prize, big mega toolbox, and our next epic giveaway going in the shop promotion of the website when you buy merchandise. We haven't got it just yet. It's going to be live next week. So for about 3 months, and it's the simulator, all the details on it, but she's a full-blown big rig. We're going to have it at the next events. We're going to take it to Rotary Reunion, put a bit of a prize behind people running around in that simi. You needed a beat, basically B parties on my lap time, and yeah, there's a big epic prize we're going to put together. The winner is going to get to drive the 6-rotor. No bullshit in that, is that me and B party are going to set a time on a track, in a car, have the simulator at the event. The winner of who can get the closest or beat us is going to drive the 6-rotor. I know if B party's going to be in the passenger seat because I'll be shit scared of the freaking winner driving us around. So.
Surely there's some T's and C's with this.
You've got to have a license. There's going to be a few things, but we'll post it up. Huge prize, one in a lifetime opportunity. We're going to do the same down at Chrome, 1st and 3rd of March when we head down to Real Puna and Christchurch for the Chrome event down there. So yeah, tune in with these next 6-rotor gigs that we're doing because they're going to be big, epic, heaps of merch, heaps of prizes, and of course one of those massive ones which is driving the 6-rotor wherever it is, up at PPR getting all prepped and tuned. And yeah, it's pretty out the gate. Not many people or anyone does this sort of stuff.
Did you just make this up now, bro? I've never heard of this.
Now, bro. Posted it on the story before, and I thought, stuff it. Let's share around, eh? I don't need to be the only one. You can't be the only one driving it either, bro.
Oh, bro, I thought it was our car.
So yeah, she's pretty much all done, but big stuff happening for Maka this month. Of course, next weekend we got the final round as well, round 3 of the series international back up in Waikaraka Park. So if you want to catch us in Auckland, that'll be on the 10th February.
Car's looking a lot better though, isn't it? Dan's done well in the back here. We've got all the rear end all sorted now.
Is that all done?
It's all done, bro. All nice and tidy. Everything seems to line up. We've got all the body work on. And this side here, we're just waiting on an alternator bout, I believe.
Ordered it, need to chase that now too.
Cool. So it's not too far away. Once we get that on, we'll be good. Rightio.
Yeah, hi, it's Brendan Partridge. I'd like to book in my knee.
No, you'll get one.